welcome to another broadcast of The Curious Mind of Raquel Carter. I am your favorite mermaid mystic and medium. So today's video is going to be all about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And the reason that I wanted to do this video is because I kept getting, for like the last week, I've been getting really different emotions, and I know that they're Taylor's emotions that are coming through, and I really wanted to fine tune and see what's going on with the current, she was engaged, they got engaged. I said in my prior video that I would die on the hill of them not getting married, and so then when I started having those different emotions from feeling, tapping into Taylor's energy, it really made me want to do another video, another channeling to see what's going on there. And so I'm going to do that. And let's see what's coming in now that they've been engaged. I don't know how long it's been, but I really wanted to tap into both of their energy and see what's going on currently. Okay, so we're going to get an update, all right? Okay, one of the first things that's coming in is because I want to go straight on to Taylor, because I'm feeling very much Taylor's energy. Like I said, I've been hearing, and I get visions, and I get basic like conversations, like the energy that's coming through and everything. And so I was really feeling like at the beginning of last week that Taylor was really shifting her emotions and her energy, almost feeling as though she's feeling this new beginning, sort of. Don't know if that has to do with many of her emotions and feelings arising up. I was getting loads of downloads about Matty Healy, and so it made me start to think, is she still hung up on him, or was the energy coming through in her digesting what happened, and if she's carefree and wanting to go on with her life and learning from that experience and realizing, well, he's engaged, and for whatever reason her boyfriend, the British guy that she was with for the 6 years. I think she dated him for 6 years, right? I don't remember what his name is. But anyway, that it seemed to be more about... I'll tell you a few things that were coming in last week, okay? And then we'll get on to Travis and her. Now, one of the things that was coming through with Taylor was that she was mulling over different emotions and what those relationships had meant to her. I feel as though she's sort of trying to compartmentalize her relationship with Matty Healy, almost as if, is this something that's never going to be, never going to happen, because, or should I just let the sleeping dog lie? You know what I mean? Because is it worth it? Is it worth the mental heartbreak of it? And almost like a love tryst. Is it tryst or love tryst or tryst? I don't know what either one of those is called. It's almost as if tit for tat is what I'm hearing. Tit for tat. Oh, you can get engaged, I'll get engaged. You're gonna get married. Okay, well I'll get married then. But she actually won't get married. I still feel as though she is receiving this information, she's going into this relationship almost as if, like I said, a new beginning, a new way of trying to bring herself to look at her relationship with Travis in a way that's, if it was, because manufactured is the word that I'm hearing come in, as if like, can I change this manufacturing of this? Like maybe I can learn to like this person. But she still is very much not wanting to. I don't think she will fully commit to it. I do believe that it's a reputational kind of thing. I don't know why I said it that way also, reputational. And it feels very much that Travis is like really hung up on her, but it's more for the accolades, the kind of the way that he has been brought to the forefront, because it has really significantly improved his rapport with people, his reputation, his popularity. And I still feel as though she has this corner of her mind, Taylor, okay? She has this corner of her mind that, or you could say her heart, okay? That it's quite protective because she has been burned so many times, and she is weary from it. She wants to continually move forward and to create this new life. Like, maybe if I just like make it happen, like if I give the people what they want, I can make it happen. The energy feels so much as though she's so used to performance. Like, I'll just do this and this will be the performance that what everyone wants. This is what everyone wants from me. And so she's sort of like playing that out in the sense that, yes, but because fairy tale once again comes in, and it's a softer side of her, feeling as though, you know, can I have the fairy tale, or am I not, confirmation there, or am I not meant to have the fairy tale? Do I have all of this fame, but I'm never really meant to have the fairy tale? She wants to believe it. She tells herself that that's so. And I think that she's coming to the point of really, really digesting all of her relationships and all of the things. I think this is a coming to Jesus moment for Taylor, in the sense that she's really starting to say, okay, I'm getting to a certain age, and I really need to dive into, understand why I've made the decisions that I've made, and, you know, created the music that I've made, and you know, I'm hearing sort of put these men on a pedestal, in a sense that she wrote about them. She's starting to understand, wait, have I been doing that to please them? There's this juxtaposition between her energy and what she is starting to come to terms with, and understanding herself more as a woman. And there's so many things that she longs and desires to want. She wants the fairy tale. She really, really does. And I wonder if she went into this with, you know, a fresh face, sort of, you know, a fresh-eyed way of thinking, you know, maybe it started one way, but maybe I could turn it into something. But I don't think she's fully committed to it, in the sense that, I don't know, I'm hearing behind closed doors. What's that song? There's this song that's talking about, what is that song? Okay, because now the couple that's coming through, and I gave this tip, you know, being a medium, so I get all sorts of information. You know, you can say I have a source, but the source is literally source. And I gave a tip to a major outlet. If you recall, when the information was sent out to all of media, I gave the tip that, what was Lisa Bonet and her husband, you know, they had gotten married, and I knew that their relationship, that they were about to divorce, probably 8 months before it actually happened. And I gave this tip out. I never got credit for it. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, I put that tip out to this particular source in media, and they ran with it, and obviously it was true. I knew it way ahead of time, and it just kept coming in, you know, and that's what's reminding me of this. So why I was able to tap into that energy from the Lisa Bonet, which was about 6 to 8 months. So I wonder, is that what Spirit's trying to say? Is it going to ride itself out, like their engagement, for a certain amount of time? Because I'm seeing 6 to 8, and that was the amount of time before that actually hit mainstream, but I knew it that early in advance. And I'm wondering, is that saying something? Is that what you're trying to say, Spirit? Yeah, because okay, so now the songs is coming in that I'm leaving on a, is it freight train? Leaving on a night train. Night train? What is that song, Spirit? Night train. Leaving on a night train. I don't understand that. Give me another clue, please. Thank you. Okay, so now the song, didn't Tayvis do a song about London or a London boy or something of that nature? Is she going to London? Okay, so this is interesting. Now, usually when you take the boat, night train, but is that what you're trying to tell me though? It's not the train, it's literally the boat. Because from America, right, from Florida, well, you could go from New York as well, but if you were taking the boat over to London, that would be about 2 weeks. It takes close to 2 weeks to get there by boat. By boat. Okay. Oh, okay. So another thing's coming in is I wonder if she is going to take a trip to London. Oh. Oh. Okay, there's a movie. What was the movie? What was the movie? It was a movie that came out. What is the movie? What is a movie? What is a movie? And she said, the character, what was that movie? Okay, it's coming. Hold on. And anyway, the character, it's a woman, and she says, I've got to take care of a few open-ended things. And she ended up going back. Oh, okay, I know what it is. Oh my God, I know what it is. Oh my God, this is so interesting. Okay, so do you remember in the Notebook where she goes and she leaves the man she's engaged to? Oh my God, it's the man she's engaged to. And he's like, is everything all right? Is everything all right? But she leaves and she goes back and come to find out he literally did all of the things that she asked him to do. Like, oh, I put blue shutters on the house where we can have tea, and he made her the room with the art. And then they go out onto the little canoe boat or whatever and feed is it the swans or something in the water, and then they had this heated night of passion. Oh my God, I think she's going to do that. And she's going to tell Travis, hey, I've got some open-ended things. Oh, I think that's what she's going to do. Is she going to do it to finalize, putting that to bed, all of those relationships or whatever? That very well may be the situation. Or maybe it's just because it feels very independent to me. It feels very independent. Yeah, because that Miss Independence, doesn't Kelly Clarkson have a song, the Miss Independence or something like that? That's the song coming through. That this is very much about her independence, her doing this for herself. Has nothing to do with the man or anything of that nature. It has to do with her wanting to seal up. Because I'm seeing seal up, I'm seeing an envelope, and I'm seeing her seal it and then kiss it. Is that meaning she's closing out those particular? Yeah, I hear the word story, closing out the stories, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she's doing that then to come home to him. I don't necessarily believe that that's what's going to happen. Like I said, I'll die on the hill. Now, energy always shifts. Energy can change dramatically depending on how people decide that they want to live their life. They might take a total and complete pivot. Now, that I'm not saying that to protect myself, because I don't really care, because in the energy in this moment is still the same that I was feeling before. However, I do feel there's this sense of independence about Taylor, that she's really starting to do her inner self-adjusting, self-evaluation, self-analyzing. And this is all about her and wanting to understand, why do I do this? Why do I put these other people above my own self, you know? And realizing, oh, I've been giving all of these people actually a part of myself with writing my music and it being all about them once again. And I feel as though she's really coming to terms with that in her older, you know, as a woman, a fully developed woman, that she's really starting to understand, you know, what am I doing all of this for? You know, who is this for? Is it to please daddy, or is it to please Travis, or all the old people that I had relationships with? Who am I doing it for? All these other people? Am I doing it for the fans? Why am I doing it? Why won't I do it for Tay Tay? Because I feel like people call her, or she looks at herself as, herself. Maybe she will call herself that sometimes, Tay Tay. I don't know. Or maybe even T, because I'm hearing T. Her cats are coming in for some reason, because I'm seeing them all like in the little carriers or something. Like she really is fond of them, and she really likes to keep them with her loads. Like she will carry them and take them with her everywhere she goes, sort of setting up house, because they are her. She does feel that sense of energy, like when she's feeling very negative and very down, she will actually utilize the cat's energy to withdraw all of the negative emotions. So she's very much does that. This is an energetic thing for her. She might not be able to directly hone in exactly. Yeah, she feels very intelligent when it comes to that. Yeah, she does recognize that. There was a shift there in that energy right quickly. No, she's very much aware. So will she marry him? No, I think she's going to wait it out, though. She's going to make everyone believe that all of these things are, carrying on as normal. This is what you do. Then we'll have the little party and the bachelorette party. I feel Travis, I don't think he's madly in love with her. I think he really likes the attention. He really is thriving on it right now. He's really feeling it himself, But anyway, that is where I'm going to leave it. And if you have any other questions or anything of that nature, just feel free to comment below. And as always, I'm most affably yours until my next swim. Cheers, darlings. Toodly pip.